Hi, Martin here. Today I want to show you a little trick on getting the broken spark plug boot out of your cylinder head, and that'd be on your 2008 through 2013 4.7s. They kind of got a problem with the boot breaking off, and you're going to end up with something that looks just like this, right? And it doesn't look like that. That's what it should look like when it comes out. Well, when that part breaks off down inside your cylinder head, now you're going, how in the world am I going to get that spark plug out of there? Well, it's a fairly simple trick, and let me show you how to get it done, and you can get them spark plugs changed out. All right, so let's get started. Now, one of the things you're going to need is just simply a large blade screwdriver. And another thing, on these cylinder heads, the hole going down to retrieve that spark plug, your spark plug socket right here, it's got to be kind of special. Like this is just a typical 5/8 spark plug socket, and it will not fit in the hole. And there's some other ones that fit somewhat snug that I found. Do not use those, because they will get stuck in there, and then that'll be worse than this boot breaking off in your cylinder head. Now, I got this one right here. This is even made, they'll even say right on there that it's made for the Dodge 4.7. And what I really like about this, well, not only is it long, but the tip on it is a magnetic tip. So that comes into play, and very important, what I'm about to show you. Why you want a magnetic tip and not just the typical rubber boot type ones. Now what I got here is just a cylinder head taken off the engine, and this won't matter if you're changing your spark plugs on your vehicle, or you got the cylinder head sitting here, and I just happen to be doing some work on this, and one of the boots broke off while removing the cylinder head from the engine. The procedure I'm about to show you is going to be the same. Okay, right there you can see the boot is broke off. Alright, this is the cylinder that it happened to, and would appear to be no way to get that out of there, but all you need is a large blade screwdriver, and you're going to slide that right in here. Okay, you can see how I got it in there, right there, in between the cylinder head and that boot. And now what you're going to do is give this screwdriver a quick twist. You're not going to pry, you're twisting like you're trying to remove a screw, but you're going to do it very quickly. Now just give it a quick twist. There, you heard that? Right, now you should be able to just grab it with a pair of needle nose and extract it. As you can see, it breaks it off real nice and clean. And now what we're left with is that rest of the spark plug right down inside that hole. Now this is where this socket comes in really handy because of that magnet tip. Not only does it go down in the cylinder head real nice, it's grabbing a hold of that spark plug. There it is. It's got a really strong magnet on it. You can see it just hangs on to that. I love that. Okay, I wanted to show you some of the differences on these sockets. Now, this being a standard 5/8 deep socket for spark plugs. Now you can see the difference in thickness right there. And then I got another thin wall socket. This looks just like your standard one, except it is thin wall, as you can see right there. And then compared to the regular one, you can see quite a difference. Okay, now if you do get the thin wall standard length one, I would recommend you get an extension like I got here. I'd get a longer one than this, but that has this locking thing on here. So when you get the spark plug reinstalled, when you pull this out of here, the socket doesn't stay in the cylinder head. Because that's one thing nice about these with the locking collar on here. Once you get that on there, they don't come apart. And at least you can retrieve all of this back out of the cylinder head. This is one thing I do like about this longer one, for sure. Especially with that magnet tip on here. And again, if you get one of this style that's got that little rubber boot down in there, remove that, put some RTV on the outside of it, and then reinstall it in here and let it set up. Because I've seen them before. You install the new plug, you pull the socket out, and the rubber boot comes out of the socket and stays on the plug. It's not the end of the world or anything. You can simply reinstall the socket, unscrew the plug, and pull it back out. But to keep that from happening, glue that little rubber boot inside the socket, and then you don't have to worry about that. I'll put both this socket and this one on the links down below in the description. Check that out. Now I just want to see what it is that, why is that like glued on there, huh? As you can see, look at this here. It looks like some of the rubber, yeah, it is literally adhering to it. There, okay, it came off. Look at all that rubber that's stuck on that plug. I'd suggest after you get all your spark plugs out and before you stick your coils back in there, some kind of lubricant should be put on the spark plug itself, up in here or inside this boot. Maybe some dielectric grease, something like that, so this doesn't happen again. Because unfortunately, you cannot buy just this boot for the coil. You're going to have to purchase the entire coil again, unfortunately. Well, there you have it. Crisis diverted. Pretty simple. Just make sure you got the right tools before you start this, you know, the correct socket, and probably use some like dielectric grease on the plug itself so that boot doesn't stick to the plug, and you won't ever have this problem again. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and informative, and if you did, I sure appreciate the thumbs up. That helps out the channel immensely. And if you've never subscribed to me before, please hit that subscribe button right down there and that little bell symbol right next to it, and that way you're notified on my next uploads. And I'm also an Amazon affiliate. Please check out the links in the description where you can do all your Amazon shopping through one of those links, and then that way the channel earns a small commission. I really appreciate that. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you on the next one.